Circulation and gas exchange in humans. Humans have what is known as a closed circulatory system. The circulatory fluid, known as blood, is confined to arteries and veins tasked with moving it throughout the body. Chemical exchange occurs between the blood and interstitial fluid, and then between the interstitial fluid and the body cells. Our closed circulatory system, in conjunction with a higher blood pressure, helps us efficiently deliver oxygen throughout our bodies. The three main types of blood vessels in our bodies are arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries break down into arterioles, then into capillaries that are spread throughout our organs to deliver freshly oxygenated blood. The blood then travels back to the heart and lungs via the veins to become reoxygenated and restart the cycle. The oxygen carrier in our blood is known as hemoglobin. Oxygen binds to the hemoglobin as it's passing through the lungs while simultaneously releasing the CO2 waste to be released back into the atmosphere. So blood flow within the human heart. Blood flows through the superior and inferior vena cava into the right atrium. Then it will pass through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle. Through the right ventricle, it will go through the pulmonary valve, through the pulmonary arteries, to be distributed through the capillaries inside our lungs. As it's passing through, the hemoglobin will release CO2 and oxygen will bind back onto the hemoglobin. It will then pass through the pulmonary veins to be dumped into the left atrium. Through the left atrium, it passes the mitral valve into the left ventricle, then through the aortic valve into the aorta to be distributed throughout the body during contraction. Cardiac output. It's known as the volume of blood pumped out by the ventricles each minute. The stroke volume is the volume of blood pumped out during each contraction. The cardiac output can be calculated by multiplying the stroke volume by our heart rate. Average cardiac output is 5 liters per minute, but during heavy exercise, it may increase by up to 5 times. So now the human lungs. During inhalation, our diaphragm, the muscle at the bottom of our lungs, will drop down and our ribs will rise to help make room for expansion of our lungs. This will create a negative pressure that helps pull in fresh air into our lungs. During exhalation, our ribs will start to drop back in place and our diaphragm relaxes and pushes upwards to create a positive pressure within our chest and push all that air and carbon dioxide back out into the atmosphere.